feelings onto the other person. We also project our own fears out into the universe. It is far more comfortable for us to imagine that someone else has the qualities that we deny lie within ourselves. If we bury hostility, but express it outwardly as passive anger or aggression, that hostility is projected onto those around us, and we will perceive that people are aggressive whether they truly are or not. Those who project their own anger, hatred or rage, or any other negative emotion, will perceive and believe that everyone else is out to get them. We project our sexuality and insecurities onto others. If we are paranoid and judgmental of others' moralities, we are projecting our own underlying immorality. If we believe that all around us are cheats, then we are projecting our own cheating tendencies. As a result, we may attract people who cheat into our lives. If we accuse our partner of being unfaithful, we are projecting our own lack of faith in the relationship. We project our most positive qualities onto others as well. When we project graciousness, beauty, brilliance and love onto others, we are projecting our own positive attributes within. When we project kindness outwardly, we attract this same energy into our lives. The spiritual law of projection is precise, and can be a powerful form of denial, therefore remain mindful as to what you are projecting. Spiritual law of attachment: we are able to wish for anything we want in our lives, but if our sense of self-worth or happiness depends upon having it, then we are attached to it. The spiritual law of attachment tells us that whatever, and / or whoever, we are attached to has the power to control and manipulate us. Etheric cords are formed between people who have unresolved emotions and issues between them. Each and every time we send out negative thoughts or angry words of jealousy, envy, hurt or need towards someone, a tiny thread is manifested which attaches to them. This forms a bond or attachment of sorts. If we consistently send out these feelings and emotions, these tiny threads become cords or ropes. These strong cords remain and bind us to the person we feel negatively towards. Unless these cords, or binds, are resolved, they will reactivate and inevitably draw towards us those with whom we have unresolved issues. This happens in order to enable our soul to reface the lesson of forgiveness, and gives us the opportunity to do things differently. The spiritual law of attachment encourages us to weigh up what we want and need for our soul's growth, rather than for our ego's sake. We can be attached to things and objects as well as other people. Negative energies such as pride, envy, greed and need can form strong cords, or ties, to such objects as bank balances, occupations, houses, jewels and even cars. This is why they are called the trappings of wealth. We can have financial wealth, a great job, a beautiful home, furniture and car and all that we desire in our lives, but if we need to possess them in order to give us a sense of self-worth, security and / or status, they then become a trapping. We are entitled to enjoy a wonderful, loving relationship, or relationships, but if we need them to validate ourselves, then this becomes neediness. Neediness binds you to your partner, resulting in you being emotionally, and psychically, pulled to and fro. Codependent relationships enmesh us in such strong cords that it is difficult to be and feel objective about the relationship. We become negatively bound out of need. If a parent is tightly bound to a child, and vice versa, it can become difficult to release that child into adulthood. This in turn can result in the child finding it difficult to form and maintain mature, adult relationships with a partner. Attachment is conditional love. If we need someone to behave in a certain manner in order for us to love them, then this is conditional love. It is attachment. According to the spiritual law of attachment, unconditional love dissolves the ties and cords that bind. When we put our expectations, desires and hopes on other people, they react from their own patterns. When we love them unconditionally, we accept them for who they are, as they are. Forgiveness and unconditional love dissolves cords and ties. Our souls and inner selves want us to release all of our unresolved issues so that we are free to move forward upon our spiritual paths. When we forgive others and totally let go of what has occurred in the past, we are able to free the other person, and most importantly, free ourselves. Emotions such as guilt and shame bind us to negative memories and hold back our spiritual growth. When we are ready to forgive ourselves for past actions, deeds and feelings, we are able to dissolve these restrictive binds and the memory loses its power over us. The spiritual law of attachment teaches us that the most powerful way to release attachment is by visualization, intention and unconditional love for ourselves and others. The laws of creation. Spiritual law of attention. Energy flows where attention goes. Whatever you focus on and give your attention to will manifest into your life. This is the spiritual law of attention. Attention is the focus of your words, thoughts and actions. Spiritual law ensures that an outcome will manifest to the exact degree you give it your attention. Our expectations differ according to the expectations of the individual. Although people may live similar life situations, each will hold a different picture of the expected outcome. Each will create a different result as each person creates their own reality. We are to pay attention to the hints, signs, symbols and whispers from the universe in order to be guided along our path. The spiritual law of attention governs that if we give our attention to worry and / or fear, we give it energy and manifest it into creation. If we are continuously picturing worst-case scenarios and always talking about our fears and worries, we are actively drawing and attracting the energy of those fears into our lives. According to the spiritual law of attention, positive energies are more powerful than negative energies. Therefore, when we focus on the positives rather than the negatives, we are much more inclined to draw in and manifest positive outcomes into our lives. When we hold the positives in our attention and focus, we are able to manifest our dreams, goals and desires into our lives. Our positive expectations come to fruition when we hold the vision and do the necessary work. The spiritual law of attention tells us that what we focus on will manifest. Therefore be careful what you wish for, as you just may get it. Spiritual law of flow. The universe is comprised of energy. Everything changes and moves and nothing is static. The spiritual law of flow governs every area of life within the universe. To allow new into our lives, we must let go of the old. If something is full, there is no room for anything new to put into it. If we hold on to old emotions and are full of old memories, it prevents new and happier things to come in. If we hoard things, whatever they may be, there is no space for the new and positive to enter. If we throw something away, the spiritual law of flow ensures that something new will take its place. If we have the same beliefs and thoughts, then we will receive the same conditions and circumstances.